Hello everyone and welcome back to Homeschooling with Hira. Today I'm here with the second part of this video about creative writing for our 6 years old. So if you haven't watched part 1, please check out the description box, and if you are interested in learning this, be with me to the end of the video. But before we move any further, let me tell you that this channel is for you if you are interested in English phonics, English grammar, English spelling rules, English creative writing, and above all, how to teach all this stuff to your little ones in multi-sensory ways. So consider subscribing to the channel, turn on your bell notifications, and here is your step number 6 to proceed. So now what you need to do in step number 6, you can start teaching them connectors. Now what are connectors? Connectors are words that connect two words, phrases, clauses, or even sentences. For example, conjunctions. The first type of connectors that we teach to kids are three basic conjunctions that are and, or, and but. However, please remember it's crucial to give the grammatical concepts of these conjunctions to kids. Means if they are using and, so where they should use and, if they are using but, so there should be two contradictory sentences where you can use but, and for the choice you can use or. And if you want to learn further that how you can teach conjunctions to your kids in a multisensory way and can give them some conceptual based learning, the link to the video is in the description box. Please give it a look. Now let's see some examples of how we can use conjunctions. For example, I love to hang out with my friends, but my parents don't allow me. So this word but is connecting two different sentences and making it a longer sentence. Another example could be, she was crying her eyes out because she has lost her doll. Now you are giving a reason why somebody is doing something, so we are using because. Similarly, you can make sentences for and, or, since, for. There are so many conjunctions. We start with simple conjunctions and then we keep up leveling them. Like we can teach them the use of although, however, even though, not only but also. So there are many other conjunctions that can be used. Now we are at step number 7. Here we need to teach them transition words. Now what are transition words? The sequence of events or order of happenings in a story should be written with some smooth transitions. For example, if you just write something like this, wash the apple to make it dirt free, cut it into pieces, remove the core, serve it on a plate. Now, these are proper sentences, but they are very flat sentences. After each sentence, you have a flat full stop, then another thing, then another thing. We do not have a smooth transition here. So, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to use transition words. They are also kind of connectors, or you can say that connectors also are transition words. For example, first, wash the apple to make it dirt free. Next, cut it into pieces. Then, remove the core. Last, serve it on a plate. So, this is how you guide your reader that what is the next step, how you are going forward. This is such a basic piece of writing, but as their level advances, they will learn how to use some other transition words too, like moreover, furthermore, in addition to, finally, gradually, and many more. Now, the next step is use of senses in our description. This is the most important thing. We need to teach them how they can make their writing lively, vivid. How to do this now? While describing anything, talk about how it looks, how it smells, how it sounds, feels, and tastes. So, if there is any room for describing a setting or a character or anything by using your senses, do this. For example, her hands were as dry as paper, with lots of wrinkles, but the pancakes that she used to make were mouth-watering with a heavenly aroma. Now we are describing her hands and we are describing the texture. It is the sense of touch. Wrinkles, we can also see them. A sense of the sense of sight is here, and also the sense of touch can be here because we can also feel wrinkles with our sense of touch. Then we have something called mouth watering. You are using your sense of taste while writing this. And with a heavenly aroma, the olfactory sense or the sense of smell is being used here. So, whenever you are writing something, try to incorporate your senses to give it a feel or to give your reader a feel that how the things or people or the situation is in your story. Another example could be Anna had a gentle, fluffy bunny. Sense of touch. The bunny had a smooth fur and tender ears. Again, we are talking about his softness, so sense of touch. It liked to hop on cushy grass, soft grass, and snuggle in a cozy, warm burrow. So, all these words are giving you the feeling kind of thing: cozy, warm, cushy, smooth, tender. You can make a picture in your mind that what is the writer talking about. Next, we have step number 6. Teach about settings, events, and characters of a story. What you can do here now, you can read stories to them and discuss about these things. Some very common stories are The Little Red Riding Hood. You can even play them on computer, or you can simply read aloud, or you can ask them to read the story and then talk about where and when did the story happen, who were the characters, how it ended, what were the main events, and so on. So, in this story, the main characters were Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf, Granny, and the man who rescued them. The settings could be forest, Granny's house, and Red's house. Next, we have another popular story, and it's Jack and the Beanstalk. So, you can also talk about the settings of Jack and the Beanstalk, the characters of the story: Jack, the giant, the person who gave him the beans, and Jack's mother. Why we are doing this? Because we are preparing them to write their own stories. Now here's step number 10, and you are introducing simple narrative. So when you are introducing narratives, you need to tell them that you need to divide your story in 3 parts: beginning, middle, and end. What happens in beginning? Beginning describe the setting of a story and introduce the characters. In the middle, we have a problem because readers like tension. Okay, so we need to have a problem in the story, and at the end, this problem should be solved. So you need to come up with a solution or conclusion. For this, you need to ask them to brainstorm before writing anything. They should think about the settings, their setting, what they want to write. They need to develop their characters. They can even sketch these things first, then give them the features. Next, they will think about a problem. Ask them to keep it simple. Don't go for two, three problems at a time. Otherwise, it will be so messy for them. It will be so difficult for them to wind up the story. And at the end, they need to fix this problem. So, their characters, their protagonists will come up with the solution and the story is done. Now, after doing this, you can introduce different genres and their features according to children's age. At the age of 6, we just don't go any further than simple narratives or some informal letters kind of things. This is the time to work on their base, to work on VCOP first, and then just writing simple short stories. And with this is the end of today's video. I hope you have got something useful from this. If yes, so please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if haven't. I'll see you soon with something new. Take care. Bye for now. And don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.